the reason why you and I have become closer is because you gave me an opportunity to give you some coaching around LinkedIn, and you were part of this wonderful community that I have, where I support digital entrepreneurs on their journey to create a business. And to me, it sounds like LinkedIn was kind of a really good turning point for you and your business. Tell me a little bit about that. Can you share some wins that you've had since you've made a pivot to LinkedIn?
Yes, LinkedIn is like holy water. If I come to just sprinkle LinkedIn on somebody and like they're blessed, like that's just how I feel. But originally I was on IG and Facebook as I was growing my business, and I still being totally transparent, still had that scarcity mindset of am I capable? I'm not really good enough to put myself out there. And I always envisioned LinkedIn as those big names, corporations, people that really intimidated me because of their credentials, right? So I never got into LinkedIn. But it wasn't until I really stopped, when I really stopped downing myself and doubting myself and really honed in and where I wanted to be, that I knew LinkedIn was it for me. And I'm gonna say within, because when I started your program, when first of all, before I started your program, people kept telling me, you need to talk to him. You need to talk to him. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to him. And then like, just kind of going and trying to build up that, that momentum, because I would see you and I'm like, oh my God, Simon's so amazing. Like I just want to be like on his level, like, oh my God. When I built up that courage to say, like, hey, I heard about your course. I heard about you. You're like a mastermind when it comes down to LinkedIn. I just need to learn from you. That's it. Like I don't care what I need to do. Tell me, I'm there. No doubt about it. So having that conversation with you, and was really another validation that LinkedIn was where I needed to be. And what I really appreciated by having that conversation with you when we first spoke is that you really first figured out exactly what I was needing in my business. And it wasn't just, oh, like I didn't feel like you was just trying to sell me on something. You was like, okay, well, first of all, let me see if this is even something for you. Because if it's not, I'm gonna tell you that it's not. And I appreciate that so much. Like just to be solely transparent and just say, like, listen, this is for you. This not, you don't get that a lot. You do not get that a lot. And I appreciated that. And that was really like, okay, I have to be a part of his space and his community, especially on LinkedIn. And once I got onto LinkedIn and got to your course, and I just, me, I just went straight into it. Okay, I got these videos I gotta watch. Let me watch these videos. My husband, like, what you doing? I said, listen, give me about a good 2 hours. I'm gonna get through these videos, some of these, and take some notes. Like the student came out of me, and I knew that I had to use the information, your experience, the knowledge that you gave us, and use it to say, okay, how can I implement it within my business? And it was so easy. It was so easy to be able to do that. And that transformation started to happen within, I'm gonna say like 3 weeks. I wound up closing my first client for what was it 30K. My first client for 30K. And I was just like, wow. Like I was on like this other social media platforms, and I have nothing against them. Like they're amazing. All the social media platforms are amazing. But it's also figuring out exactly which one is best for you to be successful. And I was trying so hard to just succeed in those other ones. And it took me I think I started with you in March, maybe. So it took me really 3 months to try to get clients. And I did get those clients, but they wasn't sticking because they wasn't really aligned with my business, my purpose on how I can best serve others. And with that one client, and still to this day, she's still my client, and she just every day, Neshe, I appreciate you so much. Oh my God, girl. I love the fact that you can just be open and honest and real with me. And a lot of corporations, because that's who I serve now as clients, a lot of business owners, corporations, they have those yesers. I'm not that. I'm gonna tell you what it is. And a part of me going back to my story because I'm from Philly, you gonna get the real raw me. Like I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give you that straight up hood mentality or mindset. But then I have a wealth of knowledge and degrees and education to back it up, right? So after those 3 weeks, and I closed my first big client, and this is the biggest. And going back to my healthcare journey, I didn't make that in the 5 years, like yearly. I didn't make that in healthcare. So it was intimidating that I was able to actually close that client for that amount, because I'm like, oh, now I can get more clients and continue to do what I'm doing on LinkedIn, and sky's the limit. So that's what happened. So like another 2 weeks after that, I wound up closing another client that originally was going to be for 25K, but then not no, it was going to be originally for 30K, but now we're up to 42K for our services after evaluating and understanding my worth and how much that person was needing my services. This is how much it's going to be. I would never got that if I went through the personal development, your course, knowing how to speak their language, knowing how to approach them, still respectfully, but understand how to hold down my space, my confidence, and have that authority in that conversation. To say, this is what it is. You're going to take it or leave it.